Uh-oh. Yeah, sir.
Welcome.
What's up, dog?
What up, my guy?
My guy, what's the deal?
Welcome to the Sports U Podcast, episode 60.2.
2.2. We
We
got one episode 60, but like the homie pulled up, we lucky got sidetracked. Whoop.
A couple beers in us.
Couple beers in us.
I'm telling you.
Nah,
We're going crazy here.
Eventually it'll come out.
We'll definitely put it out before we put this one out too. They'll probably come out at the same time, but it had a little bit of extra on it. I think we want to keep the extra part to ourselves, but then we're just gonna put out the sports part, which we do get into a little bit of sports with a surprise guest that showed up out of nowhere. You'll see who it is. But yes, we are at 60.2. I'm telling you, Gifton, it's good to be back, baby.
It's good to see you, bro. It's been a minute, man. You know, we both out here working, striving.
Every single time we got the same thing. We just procrastinating. We lazy ass bums. But guess what?
Whoa, bums is a lot. Lazy asses, yeah, but bums, that's nah.
We procrastinate like a regular ass person.
Yes, we do. But still gotta get out here and give y'all the show once every week, man. What's
Give
up?
Me that fire. That fire. All right, Gifton.
What's going on?
What's the first one, baby? What we getting into first? Is it NBA?
Of course, the reason why we do the damn show in the first place, but I hate to start it off on this note.
What's that?
Because this is 75th season this year, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
I haven't said
What's
that yet.
What happened, Gifted?
They put out the all-time 75. Actually, it's 76 because they added James Worthy in the 76.
I think they were showing that it was just like a...
But hey.
A runner-up.
All right, hold on. Solo Cam, that list is ass. Get that list off the website now.
Listen.
That list is ass.
So what are your snubs? Like what are your biggest snubs? And I know we have like the main ones there, so go ahead and name a couple of the main ones.
Okay, so the main ones are like Dwight Howard, Klay Thompson, no, Carmelo Anthony's on there. Dwight Howard, Klay Thompson, who else is in there? Rajon Rondo's not like Howard, KG, and Paul Pierce on there with one ring, but Rondo has two.
Ray Allen's on there.
Ray Allen has 3 rings. That's well deserved.
Oh, you know, I understand that part too. Like, don't get me wrong. He has 3. I thought he only had 2.
He has
one with the Heat and then one with the Celtics, right?
I thought he had 2 with the Heat.
No, he only had 1.
He was on the 2-peat team, wasn't he?
No, he was on the second half. He was there for the 3-peat, and then they didn't win. So he's only there for 1 year. But it was a big time shot that he hit on that one.
Right.
Let me say this much though. I feel like if Ray Allen is on there, then Klay Thompson has to be on there, right?
Exactly.
More of a homegrown type of talent again, you know, a little bit more respect, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
When it comes to the narrative part,
yeah.
More respected by his teammates as well.
Yeah.
I feel like plays a big part in that. I mean, did Ray Allen revolutionize the game in his type of way too? Nah, not really. Not really going crazy, but he did lead the league and basically league history of like all-time 3-pointers when it comes to that part. So I don't think you can leave him off the 75. I'm not saying drop off Ray Allen. I'm just saying, though, if you have Ray Allen in there, you definitely should have a Klay Thompson in there as well, especially with the way that he's a two-way player.
Exactly.
A two-way player.
Exactly.
I would get it if he was just a shooter, maybe like another Kyle Korver type stuff.
Like a Duncan Robinson type.
Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And nah, bro, like he's really an elite defender.
Exactly.
And he takes on like the best assignment when it comes to the other team. And of course, when it comes to his shooting ability and just offensive talent, it's wild. It's wild. And he takes up a lot of attention. He opens up the floor. Who would you say is on here that Rajon Rondo can be compared to when it comes down to it? Like,
what do you mean by
like Chris Paul's on there, right?
Yeah. But Chris Paul's never won nothing.
Exactly. So he's never won anything, but like, you know, Rondo was part of a storied franchise.
Right.
He's won with
2
multiple
historic
teams.
franchises.
Yeah. He's
had great playoffs with
big-time
multiple teams.
I feel like that's a really big thing. Who would you take?
Off?
First of all, right? No, not take off, but who would you take out of those two? Rajon Rondo or Chris Paul?
I mean, well, I'm biased because Rajon Rondo has always been like my favorite point guard since I was about 9-10 years old. So regardless, I was actually a little disappointed that Rondo's on there, but AI is on there. Yeah, AI like revolutionized how we play the game and with
Culture.
style wise, culture wise. But I mean, Rondo has 2 championships for Boston and LA.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I think that it's cool to like compare like the people that did get snubbed, and then compared to the people that are already in there. I think too. So like I think also Tracy McGrady's not on there, and nor is Vince Carter too.
I love Tracy McGrady, but I love Vince Carter. But again, like both of them, like all time to me is we're including championships. So a lot of them dudes that are in there shouldn't really be there.
Is that fair to the people that don't have the people around? Okay, so like Damian Lillard, right?
Yeah.
Is he even on this?
Yeah, he is actually.
He is on it.
He is.
That's fucking crazy, man. If he's on
That's what I'm saying.
So he's on it, but not Klay Thompson. Are you sure Damian Lillard's on this?
Bro, click the link, bro.
I'm gonna do a search.
Click the link.
I think it's like words to how you do that shit. It's like F control find and let's put Lillard. Dude, yeah, he is on here.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just like who are we?
Well, I get it. Like rookie of the year,
who are we catering
sending
to,
people
though?
home.
But who are we?
Look at his type of like numbers and stuff. Like I understand that shit. Like I get it. But fuck, man. Like who are you taking in that like little versus Klay or Lillard?
Klay.
I think I'm taking Klay too.
Championship mentality.
I don't think it's just championship mentality, but the
That's
two-way part. That's my biggest thing.
The
as
two-way
much as
part,
Damian
yeah.
Lillard is insane on offense, we could say fucking Klay's just as fucking great at offense as well.
Exactly.
They both really haven't done like each person's like attributes are allocated, but they don't really have necessarily the same game.
Mm-hmm.
They're both dynamic on offense. Don't get me wrong, but Klay has that extra part.
Right.
But let's see though. Like I really hope he comes back from this injury and really produces. I think that's going to be a big part.
He's coming back now. What he comes back like? That's the big question. But
so okay, let's get onto that other man though, right? Dwight Howard.
Yeah, that was wild, bro.
Okay, name you make his case real quick. Why? Just why?
What was it? 3-time defensive player of the year, NBA champion. What was it? 8-time All NBA, first team NBA. You know what I'm saying? Ronald McDonald championship. Led the league in blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
But Anthony Davis is on there, right?
Again, it's like
no, I'm just saying.
No, yeah, but it's
there,
weird,
right?
but because this list is like, who are we catering to? Are we catering to everybody that played in the 50s to the 80s, and then like?
Well, you have to show them respect, and I think that
I feel that, but they need their own list.
Hey, that's where we were. I think that's what we were kind of getting at before the show, right? We were kind of talking about it, and me and you both agree that it feels like it's really weird to compare and put these other people that are. I don't know, like maybe it's my fault because I never watch them and I never seek to watch game film because they're just so out of the way that the league is right now is so much more entertaining, is way
like
more
bro
athletic.
we can't put in Nate Thurman.
So then you have to go off of like story and history, right? Like
technically, yeah.
So then why the fuck why is Damian Lillard on there and not Klay Thompson then when it comes to story? Okay, so let's get into this part though, right? This guy is definitely more decorated than Anthony Davis.
Right.
So what's going on there? Like I don't understand where it comes to. I think there's two things that you have to kind of look at this part, right? The NBA champ, he was a big role. Don't get me wrong. Like, wasn't huge or anything. Like he wasn't. It didn't look like he was gonna be the MVP, but he was just like kind of like a tone setter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman type shit.
Yeah.
But way less. I feel like. Way less effective. But when it came down to it, like he's still a champ, right? And it kind of emphasizes it. So now I was kind of questioning it, like, is he a Hall of Famer? And now that he got a championship, it's kind of like, man, like
yeah, he definitely has his spot in the Hall of Fame.
It's like a sympathy type thing for me though, where it's like, all right, now he can get into the Hall of Fame. But like I don't know, like when you have two sets of like careers though, and a lot of your post career is gonna be like selfishness, not really coachable. All the other stuff was just because I was young, like dominant type stuff. Like,
right.
I feel like that also like really hits a mark on your resume. So maybe that's why he's off. But I just don't really see what I would want to know what the main like focus was on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, is it individual performance? Is it accolades? Is it a combination of both? Is it leadership? You know, like
True.
what is the main
like
thing?
What is the parameter of this list? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of dudes that are on this list that didn't really win a championship. Damn.
Sorry, that's my fault. I was looking for something. But even like Tony Parker's not on this.
Yeah, that's
like,
wild.
whoa,
Now that
Tony
I
Parker.
think of damn.
So I was like, I don't know. I don't know. But
That's
yeah,
wild.
this definitely
He's really not on there. I didn't think about that till now. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, top 75 list is definitely weird. It's definitely a crazy one and maybe not a good list. But like I said, man, we just don't know about all these other people. Bob Cousy, Havlicek. Like I don't know about them. I've heard things of more popular players, but these people, nah. And
like there should have been a certain time frame of when this list was made, or if like we should have did the all-time great certain decades, and then
they don't have Vince Carter either, and I'm sure Vince Carter's taking each one of these mans one-on-one.
Yeah, probably. Nate Thurman 1-on-1, easy. Bob Cousy 1-on-1, easy. Larry Bird, don't even get me started on no stiff back. Don't get me started on him, bro.
Who?
Larry Bird stiff back.
Larry Bird
Against Vince Carter, bro.
I'm sorry, I need my computer charger, doggy.
It's cool. I'm not gonna say that joke on here.
Wow.
Nah, I ain't gonna say it on here. But
right.
Anyway, man, yeah.
The one where they're dribbling, he's dribbling around, and everybody's like, "Get him!" All right. So speaking of Damian Lillard, though, we were talking about him a little bit. How he's on the top 75. It's a little bit crazy to put him on the top 75 when you just knock off the people who have those extra accolades, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? So what was the basis on? So Damian Lillard, I feel like, you know, he has all the stats, the all-around game, the stardom, the way that he does things has always been good, man. He has a really good head on his shoulders, honestly. Mm-hmm. And we talked about the things that he had to overcome this past season as well. Right. Not only COVID, but deaths in his family and everything. So
mental health issues.
Man, what he has with the Blazers right now, and I don't know if you've been watching games, but they don't look that good. And because Damian Lillard is not posting up these great numbers, it's looking even worse. Yeah. Because, like, you know, he enables so much more in that offense. Gifted, you have to say something about Damian Lillard. How do you feel about him in the Blazers? Do you think he's leaving? Do you think he's staying? What's going to be the ultimate thing for him, right?
Because I've been thinking about this a lot. And you know how you get on Instagram, you go through like the Explore page, and you see that like, oh, there's rumors that Ben Simmons and Damian Lillard could be traded for it. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it's just like, it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't in Portland, because it's like, we know you're pretty much gonna leave, but do we want to let you leave and we don't get nothing, or do we give you up by the deadline and just be like, hey, Dame, like, we know it could have came this way, it could have went down this way, but we can't just let you walk for nothing. Because who are we going to put the franchise in? CJ McCollum and Anthony Simons? You know, it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Simons,
but it's just like, it's like,
I got his top shot card.
It's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, there's always going to be blood on both hands, no matter what happens here.
So, with the Blazers, right, you don't think that he can win with them?
Absolutely not.
I feel like there's no chance that this guy can really do anything.
Bro, think about it. The last great run. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The last great run they had was 2017 when they swept the Blazers.
No, they swept the Nuggets.
No, my bad. They swept the Blazers. I'm fucking stupid. They swept the Pelicans. No, remember 4-0.
They swept the Nuggets.
Was it the Nuggets?
Think so.
No, they swept the Pelicans, remember?
No, they swept into the conference finals, though.
I'm talking about the first round. They were playing the Pelicans. Swept them.
They probably swept. I don't think they swept them, but I know they swept the Nuggets.
Bro, Google it. I'm telling you. They swept the Pelicans, they beat Denver, and then they ran into Golden State. That was like 2018, no? 2017, 2018.
Oh, do you think they went 7 with the
Nuggets?
They swept the Pelicans and then they went 7 with the Nuggets?
Yeah, I think so.
And then they got swept.
Yeah, and they got swept.
Ah.
Yeah. I can't remember what year that was though. 2017, 2018.
It was like 3 years ago.
Yeah. But that was like, okay, we're here. We got to maximize.
It was the last year KD was there.
Right. So 2008, 19, 18?
It was like 2018, 2019.
2018, 2019. Okay, right. So the last year KD was there, right? Bro, think about it. Even the best squad that was put together that year was Dame, CJ, Al-Farouq Aminu, Yusef Nurkic, and
Robert Covington was
Robert Covington. That was the best squad that Portland could get together for Mo Harkless, Evan Turner, and Mo Harkless off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, so yes, that was probably the best one. If I can be completely honest, I think that they're
everybody's kind of failed everybody in this sense.
No, I think they actually had their best roster last year. They just couldn't get anything really going. I feel like they're so underproductive when it came to the defensive side, that the offensive side really had to take it over. And that's where I kind of came in the first place, right? Like, Clay's a two-way player. Damian Lillard's not. Now, when it comes to the Blazers as a whole,